popcorn ready. It's game time.
Fans live for games like this one.
Location 2555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately.
If you still want to be a part of any upcoming home games, please visit us online or on the ticket booth for available tickets.
Don't forget to bring the family to an upcoming game where we're giving away free team basketball. The first 5,000 fans in the arena will get free Knicks basketball.
Knicks fans, be ready for it.
Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
So the Nets starting five. Thunder is out there with Dillingham. Then there's Scotty Barnes. Then it's Sarr, and it's Whitehead in at the three.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Holton. The three. Dillingham with the rebound. Now Barnes. Over Jeffries. And not gonna go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Fires it up. Rebound, Brooklyn. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Now, here's Reed. Off target with the jump hook. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and two shots coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Nets shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And
it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
Here's Holton. He's coming off a 19-point game against Indiana.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The kick out to Barnes. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Reed. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Both free throws good from Reed.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Thunder passes to Whitehead, and it's blocked.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Jefferson inside. Barnes on him.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Pass to Thunder. Barnes the screen. Thunder drills it from outside.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Knicks trail by 5. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Here is Jeffries, covered by Barnes. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. So it's the Knicks now.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Jeffries. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Spins. Down low. Holton, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. No good on the free throw.
At the line, 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Knicks trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Jeffries. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Jeffries got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Barnes. He's coming off a 19-point game against Boston.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Five to shoot. Picked by Reed. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against Boston put on a show. He scored 46 points, and as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Stolen. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Banks. Knocked away. Pass to Holton. Fires for three. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Barnes outside. To the middle. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. Barnes has got 5 now.
Oh, my goodness. What an answer from Scotty Barnes. Drills the comeback triple. Stop it.
Parker inside. A rebound by the Nets. Barnes has got his 6th rebound on the night. The Knicks making a switch here. Christie's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Butler comes in for Barnes. And Jalen Johnson subbed in for Dillingham. Here's Thunder. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now, here's Parker. No scoring in this one. Intercepted. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Holton. Oh!
My goodness.
And he dunks it down.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Thunder. It's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. The three from Johnson. Reed with the rebound.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Here's someone who's really been playing well, earning the Player of the Month in the East, Thunder.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. And there isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
The Knicks making a switch here. Williams is checked in. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Thunder. Pass to Butler. Right side, Williams. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Thunder passes to Williams. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Thunder. Good, and Butler gets the assist. That's now 8 points for Thunder.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
1:07 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Holton. He has 5. Here's Williams. No good off the back of the rim.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Pass to Thunder. The kick out to Williams. Johnson, a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. And now a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Williams can't hit.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Pass to Thunder. The kick outside to Butler. Bielich. No good with the triple. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
They've got Patrick Williams, and it's Dennis in at the 4 spot. They're the group New York will start the second with. Pass to Thunder. Here's Whitehead. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Out left to the wing. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Whitehead's got 6.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Williams kicks to Parker. New York needs to get off a shot. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here's Thunder. Over to the left wing. From outside, off the mark. New York comes into this following a loss to Indiana.
Guys, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out, though. If you're going to shoot in the low 30s, you're going to end up losing a lot of games.
Yeah, rough outing for their offense. You saw a spark here and there, but their main scorers just couldn't stay hot.
Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
First team foul.
Pass to Dillingham. Here's Thunder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kessler with it to the wing on the left. Here's Czar. And a miss there on the triple. Williams dishes to Parker. There's a good screen. Jacks up a 3. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Pass to Dillingham. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside Banks. Baseline Jay on the way. And the Knicks good for 2.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Driving in. Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got 4 this quarter.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
On the wing, Williams. Dennis passes to Williams. Plays it up and banks it in. Williams has got his first points of the game.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Dillingham. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Barnes, who's checked in for Walker Kessler. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Williams. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the Nets miss again. Knicks trail by 5. Pass to Holton. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 5. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Thunder. Back to Barnes. Now Sarr. 7 points in the game. Pass to Whitehead from past the arc. Drains the three-pointer. Whitehead's got 9.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
New York's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Outside Banks. Outside Williams. And he drops it in from the low post. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter. Sarr, the pass to Thunder. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Holton. Outside Banks. And it's off from three-point range. Brooklyn leading by 8. Here's Thunder. And he makes good on the layup. He's got 12.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the inside.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Pass to Dillingham. From downtown. Drills the three-pointer.
Timeout.
And the Nets lead by 11.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Brooklyn making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Sarr. And it's Johnson in for Whitehead. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. The tray. Rebounded by Dennis. Dennis has got his 4th rebound in this one. It's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Thunder. Barnes looking around. Again, the Nets for 2.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here is Jeffries. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound to the left wing. And Holton gets it to go. Bolton's got 10 points in the game.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. When you look at the game of Mark Williams, Doris, what impresses you the most?
Well, probably his size and athleticism. That combination makes him an immediate fit. He understands which shots to take on the offensive end, seems to have a great feel for how to position himself on the defensive end and how to mix it up on the glass.
Takes the 3. Arquette is his 5th miss in 7 shots.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Here's Thunder, and he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Nets.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Both free throws good from Thunder. Knicks trail by 11. 1:52 left in the second quarter. Pass to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Jeffries kicks to Banks. Some nice passing by New York here. Reed misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just rotates and he whiffs on that. That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Inside, here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
It's Williams, high post. Pass to Thunder. Now Butler. Here's Thunder. He's got 16. The Nets need to get a shot off here. From deep, Johnson. It's rebounded by New York. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
No good. Brooklyn leading by 13. Here's Thunder. His point totals exceed any reasonable expectations.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
44, the Nets, 56.
Welcome, everybody. Before we get into tonight's game, we will be breaking down who's hot and who's not on our midseason power rankings.
You know, I think for Brooklyn, they're a middle-of-the-pack team. Sure, they'll get some wins, but I don't know how much more beyond that.
Seems like they're missing a key piece or two.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Brooklyn Nets.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Yeah, they came in with the right approach, and the execution, spectacular. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive. And it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Thunder.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They got Scotty Barnes. Thunder is out there with Dillingham. Then it's Sarr, and it's Whitehead in at the small forward. The 11-footer. Nice jump shot. Good. Whitehead's got 11 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Reed. Fires from deep. Rebound by Thunder. Brooklyn leading by 14. The kick out to Barnes. There's the three. Unable to get that one.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the foul called on Thunder. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Reed the pass to Jeffries. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. For the three.
You have to be impressed with the instincts and versatility on the defensive end from Scotty Barnes. This guy legit. Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Right side Banks. Lets it go. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Pass to Dillingham. Barnes up top. 9 points in the game so far.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Reed. The rebound by the Nets.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Dillingham with it. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And now the Knicks on the break. Pass to Jeffries for 3. Traps in the tray. Jeffries got his third basket of the night.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Dillingham with the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Knicks trail by 13. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Fades and shoots. And Sarr pulls it down.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, the defense tight inside, but Barnes just persevering.
The Nets have been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Sarr. New York has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Looking to get back on track here. Brooklyn with the rebound. Barnes has got rebound number 8 now on the night. In the corner, Dillingham with it. The 3 ball. Buries it from 3-point range. Dillingham's got 14 points.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Clock at 6. Pass to Jeffries. They can't stop the run with that one.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Kessler with it. It's rebounded by Holton. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the left side wing. Pass to Jeffries. Here's the 3. Kessler with the rebound.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
Barnes. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
New York calls timeout. Parker's checked in for the Knicks. The Nets making a switch here. Some great shooters here. Let's check out the league leaders. Look at Thunder leading the... And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the New York Knicks, trailing by 13. We've got Parker, and it's Banks in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. And Holton gets it to go.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Scotty Barnes. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Knicks shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Parker passes to Holton. They set the pick. Back to Parker. It's up a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And a wide open look for Shaw. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
Williams, a screen on Barnes. Here's Holton, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Scotty Barnes picks one up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Brooklyn.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
5 on the clock. There's the screen. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes in his element. He's so confident in the paint.
Parker kicks to Banks. Here's Dennis, and it's blocked. Barnes outside. Pass to Thunder. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Williams passes to Parker. Rebound, Brooklyn. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. It's tipped. Parker against Kessler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
That one is off.
At the line, 2 shots.
He doesn't get the 2nd one.
and that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Song, the pass to Thunder. Pass to Kessler. 4 on the clock. Here's Thunder, covered by Parker. The 3 from Barnes. It's rebounded by Holton.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Banks with the ball, now guarded by Thunder. New York, no good that time either.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And that one drops for him.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
The Knicks call time. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Williams. Knicks trail by 16, and the foul called on Thunder. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
And so it's New York with it, and the foul called on Thunder. That's his 5th foul.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
Now here's Parker. Not a lot of room. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
And the Knicks making a change here. Free throw no good for Parker. Well, a trend that we've seen over the past couple years is that the league is getting younger, Doris, than ever before.
And Kevin, that's a product of players starting to train seriously at a young age. And what they're training is their skill level, handling, passing, and shooting. The key here is, do they have a nuanced understanding of the game? There is where the growth has to come. It is definitely getting younger.
The Knicks making a switch here, and he makes both free throws.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Thunder. Pass to Song. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Barnes outside, just 5 to shoot. Here's Thunder. Here's Kessler. It's good from long range. Kessler's got himself going there. His first points. The game on the deep ball.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
From deep, and Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got 11 rebounds in the game. Snatched away. Pass to Dennis. Here is Jeffries. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Rebound, Brooklyn. Sarr's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Thunder and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the first one drops. The Knicks making a switch here. Phillips has checked in, and a change for the Nets. Whitehead's checked in for Walker Kessler.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Phillips. Lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Thunder passes to Barnes. Oh, that's blocked. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession, and New York making a change here.
Substitution for the Knicks. Holton.
And Brooklyn has possession. Whitehead passes to Thunder. Fires the 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
He had to fade back on that one, but still got it to go. Nets leading by 17. Barnes outside. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Here's Saul. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Sunday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit. They'll take on the Pistons. And then on Wednesday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets.
And the matchup with the Timberwolves, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
Dillingham's checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Jeffries, beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Nets.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th personal foul.
Knicks trail by 19.
Over the limit.
Out to the wing. Here's Holton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Picked by Reed. Here's Jeffries. And the Knicks miss it again. Nets leading by 19. Pass to Thunder. Now Dillingham. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Holton. Holton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They get a hand on it. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
The 11-footer, Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got 11 points here in just the second half. The Knicks have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.